Hello, everyone. My name is Josh, and this is the Skype for Business recap. Again, still out of sorts. Things are a little different. I have not been reunited with the cowboy hat yet. And today, I didn't have my Blue Yeti mic with me, so I'm using my trusty Plantronics Voyager Focus UC headset. I love this thing. It's great on quality, comfy. So, yeah, that's what we're doing today. All right, we're doing the January 20th episode on January 24th. So, yes, late again. But we will be covering the content from last week, as those notes were made last week. And then hopefully we'll get another episode out in 3 or 4 days here. So, you know, it'll be good to get settled in an official office with the whole setup and everything just normal again. But until then, we're going to wing it each week, right? So, all right, here we go. The first month of the year of 2017 is almost done. We are winding it down. This last week was a pretty big week in the US politics wise, but it's kind of I don't want to dive into that because that spurs on a whole lot of fun conversation that I just don't think has room in Microsoft UC right now. So we'll leave that topic alone. Um, yeah, and as we move toward the end of this month, there are a lot of user groups and events that are getting closer and gearing up. First one, I'm not going to share content on it today, but the msuc.chat for January 27th. To clarify, that is this Friday. So go to msuc.chat if you want to join one of the bigger user groups in the community that has a ton of the community MVPs and top contributors and just everyone who wants to partake in the conversation, then yeah, sign up there. There is going to be a Voyager Focus UC headset given away. All right, we'll do a drawing for that. And it's going to be a really good time. I'm sure lots of good topics. This will be the January meeting. And if you register on msuc.chat, you will get the invite emailed to you, and then you can register and make sure it gets on your calendar for Friday. All right. I hope we'll see a lot of you there. I know a lot of you that couldn't make it in December are planning on making it this month. So awesome. And that is a good segue for me to jump over to my Infinity screen, and we're going to bring up the browser. Okay. First up, another user group. So for the Skype for Business users group umbrella organization, which there are chapters, local chapters all over the U.S. And I've got the Austin chapter pulled up just so we can take a look at the content that will be syndicated and talked about via all these locations. Um, the quarter 1 topics for the Skype for Business user groups this quarter are going to be the main presentation and introduction to enterprise voice. It has been a topic that has been requested by attendees for a long time, and so we're finally going to dig into that with an actual presentation. Enterprise voice is a hot topic, so should be a good discussion around that. The second session is going to be an open session, and I'm looking forward to this. This is my second time leading a group, and so we haven't had an open discussion since I started the Austin chapter, and I'm really looking forward to talking with you guys locally and hearing your thoughts, seeing what topics come up, seeing what's important to you, and just hashing through some of that. There's a lot of good news that's come up, and I'm looking forward to diving in. So that's what's going on this quarter. And this is just the Austin site. So if you're in Austin or anywhere nearby, register, sign up with these folks here on the right hand side, and hopefully we'll see you there. You can go to the meetup section to see all the other groups that are meeting across the country. As you can see, we've got a number of places that are already scheduled. So Baltimore, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Kansas City. Okay, so go ahead and register for the Austin. For those of you in the Austin chapter, we'll be meeting February 23rd. think it's the 23rd. So quick way to verify that. So yeah, Austin 23rd. User groups, good stuff. I also see user groups kicking off in other parts of the world as well. So if you are in those localities, join in the fun. It's a good time. It's a good way to stay up on what's new and just socialize, talk, get some food, maybe win a prize. Good times. All right, moving on. Skype for Business Partner Training Schedule, Winter 2017. Okay. Periodically, these schedules get shared, and once in a while, I'll bring them up and share them just because it's very good for us, like I said, to keep up with what's changing, get educated, take the courses that are put out there. So much of it is free. All right. We got sales training breaks down, but that was January 12th, so they're already done. A couple more of the technical training sessions left in the month. So if you want to attend those, go for it. And then as we go down further, we've got on-demand training sessions, partner content, including a link to the portal, and then related competencies if you're, shopping for a route to pursue certification. So very good page that contains a lot of really good training for those of us who need to catch up or just want to stay caught up or whatever. So check out the training for this month. All right, guys, let's move on. SOF, the Skype Operations Framework, the user experience release was launched January 16th. All right, a lot of good content was put out on Twitter and other social media outlets around this. A lot of people sharing it, talking about it, blogging about it. So, and rightfully so. This is a very good topic to dive into and learn the recommended operations framework path for implementing solutions and helping your clients and customers with tracking down call quality issues. So a lot of this is about CQD. And as we get down here, we see that operate. We're talking about CQD to investigate media quality. You see CQD peppered all throughout here. So be sure to check this out. If you've been involved with SOF and you're keeping up with it, this is the latest installment. Get familiar with it. Get all this training. Do all the learning you can on CQD. Very valuable and powerful tool for all of us working in the Skype for Business realm. And if you're not involved with SOF yet, you really should start looking into it, especially if you support customers and clients on a partner level. All right, this is a very good way to deliver a product to your customers when it comes to Skype for Business. And yeah, it's within the last several months, it's fairly a new approach, building on like the Microsoft Operations Framework and other similar deployment methodologies. But before I yam around too any more about this, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys dive in, read about this, get familiar with it. And again, if you're not involved with SOF already, go beyond the user experience release and just check out the entire Skype operations framework, the previous releases, and this the core of it. It's a very good place to start when preparing to present and deploy for your clients. All right. A little bit of news that might be big for some of us, might not matter to others, but Avaya, pretty big name in telecom, they filed for bankruptcy this last week, January 19th. This article is, and so there's a few details through here. Um, I think operationally, for those of us pitching Avaya and working Avaya into our solutions, etc. Um, there's not going to be as much change here. Those of us on the businessy side might want to read a little bit more about this, but it looks like Avaya has a plan to move forward. Like we see down here, the company said an affiliate of Citigroup Inc. would provide a $725 million loan to fund its operations during the reorg, okay, which is expected to last 45 to 60 days. So they have a plan forward. They're not shutting down. Avaya is not going away. Okay, might not be the best day for stockholders, but for those of us that are building Avaya into our solutions, probably going to be business as usual for the most part, at least for a while here, right? So, okay, let's move on to our last item. Martin Bohm, once again, had a very good and thorough write-up in his blog about the Lync Server 2013 January 2017 CU. The big headline there, Emergency Calls Fix. So, like he says, the version number 5.0.8308.984 was released on the 18th, okay, and looks to be a critical one for emergency calls with E911 fix. And as he points out, if you're dealing with issues in Lync Server 2013 when it comes to E911, this might be of high interest for you. Um, let's see here. Yeah, the CU actually replaces the Lync Server 2013 November 2016 CU for Lync Server 2013 Web Component Server. I believe the issue was actually introduced. Oh yeah, this E911 issue seems to have occurred after applying the November 2016 CU. So if you applied that CU and you have Lync Server 2013, you will probably want to deploy this CU to fix any E911 issues. It gives a screenshot of the update window here for all the various Lync components. For, like he points out, updates the core components, conferencing announcement service, conferencing server, Lync Server 2013, and web components. Okay, those are the components in the spotlight for getting updated in this update. But again, the big headline there, E911 fix. After installing, he was prompted to restart. Database, there doesn't appear to be any database updates required with this CU, but it's always worth checking, okay? And then, yeah, that's all we have on this one. So, Martin, thank you for posting that. We greatly appreciate you writing it up as usual. And any of you still on Lync Server 2013, first apply this to make sure E911 is good, and then start working on your Skype for Business upgrade plan. All right? All right, cool. Let's go back over to the infinity screen and my full screen. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Hopefully life won't be overwhelming this Friday, and I'll actually get another video out on Friday or somewhere thereabouts. I apologize for the tardiness over this weekend. Yeah, when things will normalize, when I'll be reunited with the hat, that's still kind of up in the air, trying to figure that out. Was supposed to be at the end of this month, but might be the end of next month. I don't know. It's life is crazy, right? So, okay. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, if you found it informative, please retweet or share or write me and say this was a horrible show and here's why, because feedback is always important. All right. And that's all I've got for today. All right. I'm feeling coffee number 2 coming on, so I'm going to let you guys go. Have a good rest of your week, and hopefully we'll see you Friday or at the end of the week. Adios.